welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different on this channel. I've heard a lot of people in my comment sections wanting to have more news, Sims 4 news related videos. So today I'm bringing you what I'm calling the Simmers Digest. And we're going to go through all of the Sims 4 news and just Sims in general from what I've picked. There's not too much going on. I mean, there is a lot, but there's also not a lot going around. So I figured I would just give you what I found, but I feel like I think maybe once a week, so every Monday we can start doing a Simmers Digest where I just take the news that I found from the previous week or the week that we're going into. Maybe I can move it to Friday. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would like, if you would like it for Monday or Friday. So yeah, let's dive into the Simmers Digest. All right, so the first round of business is we've got some more extra details for the Life and Death. We got the trailer October 3rd, I believe, on that Thursday, and we've got some more information based off of the new expansion pack that we're getting. So for right here, the ghosts are confirmed to have power progressions. I kind of knew this just from the way that they were talking about it, but players started reporting about the new descriptions of each individuals. But anyways, broken down to detailed descriptions on how they work and what to expect from each pack segment. So they took the time and extracted some of the stuff, but now we've got some more power progression for Ghost, which I love. I would like to see if I could start off a Sims game with me being a ghost and create a Sim. Anyways, so this is from a little bit of a list like we got last time. Choose your life goals, complete your unfinished business, start over, which is I think that Sim Rebirth thing, and a lot of more stuff that we can go through here. But the choose your life goals again goes into the bucket list. So some items you may choose, some will appear for you to accept or reject. Possible bucket list items include declaring a crafted masterpiece, your life's work, woohooing in an unconventional location while a relationship is at max, spending 24 in-game hours in a Pacific world. Like a full day, like in real life? No, I guess these are in-game. So like I guess like a full 24, like a vacation for your Sims. Completing bucket list items in life will unlock interactions, the burning soul trait, the ability to be reborn, and more. All right, I feel like we kind of knew this from my last video, but we'll just continue. Complete your unfinished business. So if a Sim dies with an incomplete items on their bucket list and become a ghost, those items will become their unfinished business. Completing items will then unlock the option to either move on or be reborn. That's cool. I like that. So essentially, if your Sim dies and is like, you know what, I want to bring them back. So instead of having to do the ambrosia plant and bringing them back from the dead, you can just have them do their, unfinished business. It kind of sounds a little bit eerie, What if my unfinished business is, to poison someone in The Sims? Like, if it's a serial killer in The Sims, what's their business? Anyways, starting over, we've got the bucket list. We've obviously talked about unfinished business. This is more so, I believe, the Baleful Bog, which is that really pretty lake that I liked, but they need to be submerged in that bog before you're taken into cast. The reborn Sim's age and appearance will both be customizable, and you can also choose which household your reborn Sim will join. Okay, that's what I was wondering, because I was sitting here the other day on Friday and I was like, if my Sim is reborn, where do they go? Because like if their parents are passed, like they can't go to their parents. I don't know if you could probably put them in another one of your families if you're doing a legacy challenge, or even if you have another Sim that would take your reborn Sim back. Like I was super confused, but this answers my question. So basically you can choose where they'll be, put back, and will join and what their relationships will be. For example, you could insert the reborn Sim into the Goth family with Bella and Mortimer as their parents. You know what? I could insert my reborn Sim into the Landgrabs and become like billionaires. That's a little bit, the Landgrabs aren't billionaires, but they do got money. They're loaded. Anyways, for the Reapers and Morticians, start an active career as a Reaper. We knew that. A member of the Grimm's team. A Grim intern, I think it was. A Grim Reaper intern? I forgot what they called it. Anyways, perfect for Sims with a dark sense of adventure. This might be a good one for Vlad. We'll take you to Grimm's office and beyond. Visit the dead and reap souls in person. I am so looking forward to this. I'm not even going to talk about the Morticians because that is not what I'm looking for. But if you're looking for equally gloomy, but, a rabbit hole, which I don't know why you guys would be looking for a rabbit hole career, you can visit the crypt to start working as a mortician. Okay, embrace the beyond for the ghost historian aspirations. I was wondering about this for Sims who want to study the departed. Sims with this aspiration will want to explore explore the crypt, befriend ghosts, and write down their findings. In time, they'll be able to write horror books. Oh, that's cool. There are also 3 new traits. Macabre Sims delight in the dark and marvel at the morbid. Chased by death will give Sims a seize the day attitude. Wait, can I chase Sims to death? Anyways, spectacle Sims do not believe in ghosts even when they encounter them. What? I believe in ghosts. My pet crows are my favorite thing from this pack, and I cannot wait to own a crow in The Sims. But a pet crow can be a beloved companion. Yes, they can. They are very, very smart. They're very smart birds. They will bring you gifts. They do this in real life. I learned this from my sister. If you train them, they will bring you stuff. Okay, that is not just in The Sims, that is in real life too. So if you want to get a crow to bring you stuff, you gotta give it some stuff, teach it, and it'll bring you some stuff back. If you provoke your crow, however, it may become upset, and its friends will punish you with death by murder of crows. That is true. A group of crows is called a murder, so just be careful. There's also new collectible tarot cards which can be found around Ravenwood or purchased in build/buy. Alright, we move on to every sim grieves differently. We talked about this. They have different types of grief. They have the 4 types, which is anger, blues, holding it together, and denial. So each sim, depending on their traits, the personalities will have a different way of grieving through the Sims game. They can also go to counseling as well. Remember, in your own way, where your Sims lose a loved one, you can hold a custom event. We knew this with the different types of funerals. You can do toasts, to eulogies, to a memorial cannon that shoots confetti. My dad would probably want that. My dad would want a memorial cannon that shoots confetti. You can do rituals, maybe somber, but upbeat celebrations of life are possible too. Besides hosting an event, you can commemorate deceased Sims with grave sites and caskets, and you can choose the look of different headstones and urns, which I really like that, to make it more to that Sim's personality. Write wills and pass down heirlooms. We talked about this if you missed my last video, but if you don't know, you're able to create wills now for your Sims. Heirlooms can also be passed down through generations as well. Like, possible heirlooms include both craftable items and items available in build mode. So like if you had like maybe, you know, a piece of furniture that was an heirloom, you could pass that down. Like quilts and music boxes. Hovering over an heirloom will always show the Sim it belonged to. Oh, that's sweet. Sims can create wills which will dictate which other Sims will obtain their heirlooms, money, children, and more. Choose the emotional impact you want the will reading to have. That is crazy. That is crazy. The will, that could get messy, guys. But that's The Sims. Anyways, grow your power. This is where we talked about the ghost power progression. It has 5 tiers split between good and evil lanes, as well as a 4-tier neutral track in the middle. As you work to become the best or worst school you can be, you'll unlock powerful abilities. So it's kind of like any occult in here, and I think they're updating the ghost system, which I like. So this will be cool and interesting to see how that works. You can also haunt as a ghost. You can scare Sims for money, so that is pretty cool. Visiting the dead. Crypts can hold the urns of up to 20 Sims, but they are more than just a final resting place. The living can visit to mourn, nap, woohoo, or join the mortician career. Eerie adventures are also awaiting. Make careful choices and you could find treasure. Ooh. Cemeteries are a common site for grieving rituals. Ghosts often spend time there, and if you encounter the grave keeper at night, he might share a frightful tale. Cemeteries can be created, placed in any world. That is good to know, so you don't have to just have your graveyard in Ravenwood. You can have it wherever, you know, Sims 4 world you want it to. People, places, and poltergeists. No trip to Ravenwood will be complete without a trip to the Baleful Bog. That's, I think, that river. A large river with supernatural powers. Sims in The Sims 4 Life and Death can go here for an out-of-body experience. Ghost Sims or Sims who are close to death can visit the Baleful Bog to be reborn if they completed their bucket list / unfinished business. You can also visit Alice's dead tree to get a quest from... Okay, this kind of reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, because she falls down that tree stump or whatever it was, and then ends up in, you know, that, I guess, other realm where everyone's like so small. She's just like really tall. Anyways, so yeah, that kind of wraps up for the new Life and Death expansion pack. Again, it comes out October 31st. October 17th, we have the gameplay trailer. So let's move on to some other Sims 4 news, or Sims, mainly Sims. All right, this I saw today. It's the Sims Town Stories Leaks Online. This is a new mobile game that they're rolling out, which I don't even know why they're doing this, honestly. We don't need another Sims 4 mobile game. Just out of curiosity, has anyone on this channel that follows me or is watching this for the first time played with a Sims 4 mobile app. I tried. I really did try, guys. I tried to play The Sims, you know, My Sims, whatever it's on the iPhone. I could not get into it. I could not do it. So why are they rolling out another one? So anyways, this is the Sims universe. As of right now, we have The Sims 4, which is obviously what majority of people play on. The Sims Project Renee, which is The Sims 5, which I read a thing that it was canceled. And I'm gonna pull up a thing after this, you know, after this news stuff to read it to you guys. But apparently it's not. It's in full blast from some of the stuff I'm reading. I'm not even interested in The Sims 5, to be honest. My Sims, The Sims Project Stories, and then The Sims Hub. So that is currently what it is, but apparently during an investor's presentation, a new standalone mobile game which will be a platform for creating and sharing stories in the Sims universe. I don't want it. I don't want this. Anyways, today we know the full name of it. It is the Sims Lab Town Stories. The Sims Mobile with very similar looking features with an open world concept and building very reminiscent of what we have now is the Sims Freeplay. If you don't know, the Sims Freeplay is a Sims 4 mobile, a Sims mobile app, I'm pretty sure, that lets you create different like towns and stuff like that. Anyways, so this is the Sims Town Stories, this new product that just hit the Google Play Store to some users, reported first by CRDDS on Reddit. I always trust Reddit. The new mobile Sims game is all about meeting old and new characters and building your dream town. So it is essentially the Sims Freeplay mixed with My Sims, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, I've seen enough mobile games to know how each gameplay step of the way is going to be heavily monetized. However, we'll judge that as we get closer. I'm not gonna lie, EA are some greedy people. So yeah, I would say that this is gonna be probably heavily monetized, as The Sims 4 is already pretty, you know, heavily monetized as well. But essentially, you can build your dream town, uncover stories of residents, play out the stories of your community, and have some other stuff as well. Honestly, like, this just looks like any other mobile game. It looks like they're just trying to, you know, update My Sims but make a completely different game from it to get some more money out of it. But you can manage your community, decorate your perfect house. Yeah, this is essentially just My Sims and The Sims Freeplay together. It's just mixed together. Anyways, I don't even know. Should we watch this? Should we? 7 minutes. Oh, I guess this is like a first look at it, but it's 7 minutes long. Maybe I can skip through some of it. Yeah, it's... I just don't like this. I don't like it at all. I don't even want to watch it. I'm so done with this. We're out of here. Okay, we're out. We're going to The Sims 5, okay? All right, so I brought up my good friend Reddit, okay? I trust Reddit with my life, and I looked up, is The Sims 5 canceled? Because I heard a rumor that it was, but apparently it's not from what I've been reading. But this person right here on Reddit, this was 3 months ago, so a lot can happen in 3 months. But they said, this person had said, seems like a bit of The Sims 5 has been canceled, so just developer updates. Now, they did, you know, a lot of research probably for this, because they did a lengthy write-up and another post addressing this after a bit of digging. But it says they were layoffs early in the year, but across all of EA. Maxis is still hiring for not just Sims 4, but also Project Renee. You have to understand that we have 2 other, you know, Sims type games coming out. One is this Inzoi. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I have heard of it. It's a very hyper realistic version of The Sims. It's not out yet, but it's about to be from what I have seen. And The Sims have really stepped it up because I think they know that in time, if they don't get their stuff together, we are not going to be around for The Sims anymore if we find games that actually have a good core system to the game and actually work. The Sims has so many issues. It's honestly very, you know, annoying to play with. And the more that these new life simulation games come out, a lot of us have even talked on Twitter and on Reddit of just going to those games if they suffice what we're looking for. And so this, I'm very excited to see when this will be out. It is in early access. I don't have access to it, although you guys would have seen it. But the other one is Paralives, which a lot of people have been talking about. I think I brought it up too. The planned release date is for next year. So games like this that have already shown so much improvement to current life simulation games, like you have to understand, there was no other life simulation game before like The Sims had come out. So The Sims came out, they had their 20 years, you know, I'm not saying that it's gone, like The Sims is obviously still very much there, but I think they're realizing that they need to fix their game, or else people aren't going to be there. They're going to go to Paralyzed, or they're going to go to Inzoi and put their money somewhere else to a game that actually works. So with creating, you know, The Sims 5, I don't think they should be doing that. What I think they should be focusing on is fixing The Sims 4 and making that the prime game, because The Sims 4 is not bad. And so with a lot of people leaving EA needs to hire people. One of the takeaways from a recent job posting for Renee was that they were looking for someone specifically for working on multiplayer systems. Look, as much as I love multiplayer games, I do not want a multiplayer game in The Sims 4 or The Sims 5. I don't want that. I don't know if you guys want that. Personally, for me, I don't really have anyone to play multiplayer Sims 4 with, but I feel like that would just be too chaotic. They can't even get the core game right for The Sims. So, essentially, this was kind of all the stuff that was going on. You guys can do some of your research if you want to on this, but also this paragraph says, meanwhile, it seems Renee is still ongoing and is focusing on being something akin to The Sims Online 2 or Sims Mobile, but also on PC. Whether Renee is Sims 5 or not is still unknown. So that's the thing, is like, it was confirmed to be The Sims 5, and then it wasn't, and then it was just like going back and forth. So this is like a whole Reddit page about this. They also, you know, obviously have the Sims Reddit page. But anyways, let's move on to The Sims 5. You know what, guys? I read this the other day. This might be a long video, but I read this the other day, was very upset. The Sims made it seem like when Renee was going to come out, it was going to be, you know, a free Sims, you know, 5. It was going to be free, and then DLCs on top of that. I knew that they needed to make money on this somehow, but it's seemingly that they went for a game subscription, which I am so against. I don't think this is smart at all for them. This just looks like an easy cash grab in a way, but the latest Project Renee leak comes from the original leaker who revealed first details about the game's planned mobile playtest, this time delivering a full dissection of everything found in Project Renee's game files, including a season pass, which we speculated long before how EA could charge this new free-to-play video game. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is so ridiculous. They have a virtual currency called Sims Cash, has also been found, although no details about its costs or offerings are available yet. My thing is that there's so many people that play The Sims that can't even afford to buy the current packs that we have now. So why is this something that you would be doing? I would just release the regular DLCs and go from there. Like, I don't want a paid subscription. Like, I feel like it's like Fortnite. I don't want a battle pass. I don't want a seasons pass for The Sims. I just put out the DLCs if you're gonna make a new Sims 5, you know, or just keep The Sims 4. But again, Reddit, most reliable source for any type of news you need. User DSXAnt22 provided a detailed list of all the new game file discoveries covering findings from Create-A-Sim, Live Mode, the game's new hub platform, and more. Note that the game is still in prototype playtesting stage, meaning that everything you see is subject to change in the final release. So I'm not saying that the season pass is confirmed, but it is something that we do need to watch out for. So the hub is the area that was playtested, is a virtual public space for all the multiplayer and UGC related things. It includes a for you section, marketplace, multiplayer, and UGC. This stands for user generated content. Okay, so the hub is also expected to have various promotions and sales, including a season pass and weekly events, kind of like what they're doing now with the whole Grim Reaper season event. And like, we had the last one, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a event that they had. So this is kind of like the stuff that was posted on Sims Community. I don't want to keep this video too long, but kind of go through it. Like, these were all the icons from the hub. This was Create-A-Sim that they had posted. Tween Maker, possibly hinting to like a new tween life space. And then here's a couple new things for like the fine tuning, like body height, body frame, clothing layering, clothing workshop, And then this was from, I guess this is humans also have extensive features in Project Renee cast, including mobility aids. There's only one mobility aid currently in development, which is a wheelchair. Upper variations. Yeah, this is just a bunch of different stuff that they have that has been within their playtesting. But the main thing for me is the season pass. Okay, I could care less about The Sims 5 right now because it's not out. Okay, so I don't want to get my hopes up on seeing stuff that's just in playtest, because this could all change, guys. So I'm more concerned about the season pass, okay? And then one more thing is some new features discovered, which I think was already spoken on the last one that we got, but this is some of the photos, I guess, from The Sims Project Renee. I don't want to say The Sims 5 because we really don't know what it is, but I guess this was more so on mobile, which I don't know how play testing works or like for any of those new games, but mobile testing just sounds a little weird to me, but I'm not going to question anything, okay? Sims 5 Project Renee game file leak report. Here we go. I think most of this stuff I already went over, but they got some cool concept art as well for some of the stuff. Multiplayer is still a big thing, part of the game. However, there's a call feature, which is just what Discord has, and you can invite friends into your neighborhood, which is like your save file. The playtest was for the hub, so I'm guessing that's the only Momish part of this game. So yeah, this is just some of the features that we kind of already went through in the last news thing, but I don't even want to really look at too much of the Sims 5 stuff, just because it's not out yet, and it's still early days for it. I think we found out about the Sims 5 like early this year, or like very late 2023, like December, coming up on January. So that's my only thing about the Sims Project Renee. I don't even want to, again, don't want to say Sims 5, because we don't know what it is, and they could change it, and they could, you know, cancel it and say, oh, this is what we're doing, or they could, you know, still be ongoing with it. I just think my thing about The Sims, they need to get their stuff together. They seemingly have been doing that to a degree. I won't give them credit for Lovestruck, though, because that broke the entire game. The real test will be when Life and Death come out. What will the game do when that expansion pack hits the EA app? With that all being said, this was your Simmers Digest for the day. So let me know if you enjoyed videos like this, if this was very informative for you. Let me know if you'd rather have it on Monday or Friday, though, because if I do it on Monday, it will probably be all of the Sims 4 news from the previous week. But if I do it on Friday, it would be like all the news from like Monday and Thursday and so on, and that we could have a, you know, Simmers Digest there. But anyways, that's your Sims 4 news today. Thank you all so much for watching today's YouTube video, and I will see you all on Wednesday for a mod review.